Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Firdaus Musti and my metric number is 2222563. And I will talk about what is distributed generation. Distributed generation refers to the production of electricity at or near the point of use. Rather than at centralized power, it typically involves small-scale energy sources such as solar panel, wind turbine, micro turbine, and also fuel cells, which are often connected to the local grid or use of grid. Uh, Distributed generation aims to reduce energy losses, improve reliability, and also support renewable energy adoption. So for the mechanism of distributed generation, first is energy generation technologies. DG use variety of generation technologies such as solar photovoltaic, wind turbines, microturbines, fuel cells, biomass generator, and also small hydro plants, and also diesel generator. Second, energy storage integration. Batteries and other energy storage systems are commonly paired with DGs to store excess energy produced during low demand periods for use during a peak demand or grid outages. Second, advanced storage solutions like lithium-ion batteries or flow batteries improve the efficiency and also reliability of DG systems. The third mechanism is grid connection. Grid-connected system (DG) systems are often tied to the main utility grid, allowing excess electricity to flow into the grid and supplement local demand. Mechanisms such as net metering or feed-in tariff regulate this interaction. This system often include smart inverter to synchronize with grid frequency and also voltage. Off-grid systems, some DG units operate independently of the main grid, providing power to isolated the remote area. These systems are often incorporate energy storage such as battery to ensure reliability supply. The last mechanism is control system and microgrids. DG systems often operate within microgrids, localized grids that can function independently or in connection with the main grid. Control system manage energy production, distribution, and also storage to ensure stability and efficiency. These include smart inverter to adjust power flow, energy management system (EMS) to optimize performance, and also real-time monitoring. Sensors and IoT devices track the system performance.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Arif bin Zulkarnain. My metric number is 2225659. And today I will be talking about the implementation of distributed generation or DG in Malaysia. So distributed generation or DG in Malaysia can be divided into three levels, which first of all is the residential, second of all is the commercial and industrial, and third of all is the rural and off-grid level. Okay, so firstly, talking about the residential level. So this residential level, it concerns people like me and you who own a normal house. So uh, DG in the residential level is basically implemented mostly through rooftop solar panels. So what would typically happen is that you would install rooftop solar panels at your house, which will generate electricity or power that you need to for your needs in your house, and the excess will then be sold back to the power grid at a tariff, which is called the FIT or the feed-in tariff. Okay, and other than the rooftop solar, some communities, such as in kampongs, will also utilize small-scale diesel slash hybrid system to provide for the energy needs. Okay, secondly, the second level of implementation is the commercial and industrial level. So this level, it concerns the factories or the industrial level in which for example, people that are building entire new neighborhoods. So typically the implementation in this level would be a massive solar farm. Maybe you've seen it. Uh, Maybe an open field with a lot of solar panels stacked next to each other. And the aim of this solar farm is to provide enough energy or power again for the uh, factory operations as well as for all the new homes that are being built. And in terms of the factories, this implementation or this installation is called a self-consumption installation. Okay, and then thirdly and lastly, for the levels in Malaysia, we're talking about the rural and off-grid implementation. And this level, it concerns the communities of people that are cut off from the main supply grid. So, for example, the orang asli and the, for example, various indigenous peoples in Sabah and Sarawak, as well as some islands. So these places, they are, because of the remoteness and how far they are from everything else, they are not typically connected to the main supply grid, and so they would implement something called a microgrid, which is powered, or it draws its power from energy sources like diesel, batteries, solar panels as well. And on top of this microgrid, which is built just to um, supply energy to that specific area, they also implement stuff that was implemented in the previous two levels, such as diesel generators and solar panels. So next, I want to talk about the various initiatives that was implemented or underwent by the Malaysian government in order to promote and incentivize people, as well as corporations, to implement DG in their operations. So first of all is the net energy metering, which allows people to install solar panels on their rooftops and use the power generated by the solar panels to power their house, and then sell it back to the grid if they have access. And the next initiative that I want to talk about is the feed-in tariff, or FIT, which uh, allows the extra energy that is being sold to be sold at a higher rate, at a premium tariff. Next is the Renewable Energy Act, which incentivizes all these different green energy, as well as the Green Investment Tax Incentive, or GITA, which is basically a incentive that was given to businesses that invest in using green energy in their operations. So that's it for the implementation level in Malaysia.
In 2015, Malaysia's total installed capacity for electricity generation was 30,439 megawatts. This highlights the country's significant energy infrastructure. The bar charts compares energy generation by source for 2023 and the expected values in 2030. The main source of energy are gas, coal, renewable energy and diesel. In 2023, gas was the largest contributor, generating around 14,584 megawatts. By 2030, this is projected to rise significantly to 19,068 megawatts. Coal generates 12,962 megawatts in 2023, but its contribution is expected to decrease to 11,401 megawatts by 2030, which reflects Malaysia's move away from coal. Next, renewable energy is a key focus for the future. It generates 10,410 megawatts in 2023, and by 2030, it is expected to nearly double to 18,545 megawatts, underscoring the government's commitment to clean energy. And the last one is diesel as a minor source, produced only 522 megawatts in 2023, with no significant change projected in 2030. And the last one, the government has set ambitious renewable energy goals, which is the first one is 31% renewable energy capacity mix by 2025, and the second one is 40% and 40% renewable energy capacity mix by 2035.
Distributed generation, or we call it SDG, is the paradigm shift in the way that we're going to produce and consume electricity. Rather than we just rely on solely on centralized power plant, this DG involves the decentralized generation of electricity at or near point of use. This approach utilizes small-scale energy resources such as solar, which is cost us 10,000 ringgit minimum, and wind turbines ranging from 12,000 to 24,000 per kilowatt, micro turbines 10,000 to 18,000, and fuel cells from 60,000 to 26,000 kilowatt to generate power. The primary benefits using this DG are the reduction of energy losses during the transmission, so it's very, very optimal, and it will improve the grid reliability and greater support for renewable energy adoption. It means that the DG system can be grid connected, allowing a lot of excess electricity to flow back into the main grid or to operate in off-grid scenario that can provide power to isolated or remote area. The integrating of DG into the system often involves the use of microgrids, localized grids that can function independently or in conjunction with the main utility grid. Advanced control systems, smart inventors, and energy management systems are very crucial for managing the production, distribution, and storage of energy within these DG systems. Around the world, we're seeing significant growth in its distributed renewable energy generations. Countries like Malaysia, European states, European Union, Australia, India, China, all of them are promoting DG adoption through policies as well as incentive, and also have regulation that's needed to be followed. The global installed capacity of distributed generation has surpassed 30 gigawatt. As we continue to navigate the energy transition, distributed generation will shape a more resilient, sustainable, and efficient electricity system.
So, the effect of distributed generation to environment is reduced greenhouse gas emission. So, distributed generation, especially renewable energy sources like solar, wind, and microhydro, will help to reduce the reliance on fossil fuels. This lead to significant decrease in carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gas emission, mitigating climate change. The second one is decentralized energy production. By producing energy closer to where it's consumed, distributed generation will reduce the need for large-scale transmission infrastructure, lowering the environmental impact associated with power line construction. The third point is encourage renewable energy adoption. Distributed generation facilitate the integration of renewable energy sources like into the grid, contributing to the cleaner and more sustainable energy ecosystem. So the effect on consumer is lower energy cost. With distributed generation, consumer can generate their own electricity, leading to reduced utility bills. Excess energy can be often be sold to the power grid to net metering system. The second one is increased energy independence. Distributed generation allow the consumer to rely less on centralized power grids, reducing vulnerability to power outrage and price fluctuation in traditional energy market. The third one is improved access to electricity. In rural or remote areas of Malaysia, distributed generation systems such as solar or microhydro can provide reliable electricity access where grid extension is economically or technically challenging. Future development of distributed generation in Malaysia. Policy and regulatory support. The Malaysian government can continue strengthening policies to encourage DC adoption, such as offering tax incentive, grants, and subsidies for renewable energy system, streamlining approval process, and introducing clearer regulation for grid interconnection will also foster growth, advancing technology and innovation, investment in research and development for energy storage system will enhance the feasibility of DG system. The rural electrification. DG has the potential to transform energy access in rural nations by deploying off-grid mini-grid solution powered by renewable sources. Undeserved communities can get reliable electricity access, thus improving quality of life.